This is sourdough starter. You can use it if you want to make sour bread. My next challenge is to make brownie dough starter. Now, I usually keep some brownie mix up here for whenever I'm in the mood, but sometimes you run out. For instance, right now, I've run out. It would be really nice if I had a starter to easily jumpstart my brownie making needs. So let's make it. Obviously, we'll start with some brownie mix. I'm not sure how long Pillsbury has been making brownies for, but I assume it's a good number of years. And now we're just gonna we're gonna add some oil and water based on feel. Canola vegetable oil. Water. Now we'll stir. This is far too liquidy. I'm gonna need to add more powder, I think. It's also not mixing very well. I feel like it does want the egg. However, you're not supposed to eat raw eggs, so I'm not gonna add it in there. The concept behind sourdough is you just keep adding water and flour to it, and it's always there whenever you want to make bread. That's the plan for this as well. I'm just going to continuously add water, flour, and maybe some chocolate chips. Whenever I use it, I'll replenish it, and it should just keep growing. I put far too much water in there. I think this is good though. Alright, this is day 1 of brownie dough starter. Now we'll cap it and let it grow. Of course, put a rubber band around it to mark it, as one does when they make starter. Okay, we'll leave that on top of the fridge and make brownies later with it. 2 days later, it looks the same. It pops, which I assume it did before that as well. And let's see. Do we get a hiss? No. It smells like brownies. A little frothy at the top, liquidy underneath. Nothing really growing yet. So let's add some chocolate chips. Not really for any reason other than if I had sourdough starter, I'm sure I would add random things to that as well. So I'm just trying to stay on brand. And I'll close it back up, let it sit for longer. It's been a few more days. It still looks the same on the outside. The inside also looks the same. Little gross. Let's stir it. Do we see any signs of yeast or growth bubbles? No, not really. Maybe it's getting thicker. Maybe that's just a pipe dream. Alright, it has been over a week and we've decreased in size. So I haven't tried, I haven't tried to use it to make brownies because it has to grow. If it doesn't get bigger, then what's the point? You know? The point is to have infinite brownies. And in order to do that, it needs to make more dough. But instead, it's just sort of sitting there like a lump on a log. Now, I'm sure it'll taste good if I were to eat it, but it's not helping me make brownies, so I'm not gonna make them. I am leaving because I keep failing challenges. I think that America just doesn't appreciate let's do everything anymore, so this is a fail. This country, challenge failed.